anybody out?
Yes.
Whoever you want?
You have property, like you own Walmart.
But it's not your property.
It is. I have standing. So you're loyal. Did you go to law school?
No, did you?
No, I didn't.
My name is Ray. I run code enforcement.
Great.
You're allowed to record in any public area.
Exactly.
What's your name?
I'm not going to give it.
Okay.
Not going
to. You don't have to.
Yeah.
That's fine. No problem.
Not going to give it. But yeah, no, that's all I'm doing.
Okay.
Just publicly accessible areas, recording, and making sure that you guys know that I have the that because I was recording them, it would be considered assault. Just a bunch of craziness, really. Bunch of craziness. That never happened, ma'am. It's on camera.
You got a vehicle around somewhere?
Oh, you have a vehicle somewhere. I just walked over.
This is a powerful reminder of why we must continue to fight for transparency and accountability in our government. The discovery of these unmarked graves is just one example of the disturbing lengths some will go to in order to keep their wrongdoings hidden. We, the public, must demand more. We must demand the truth. The lesson here? The camera is a tool for exposing what others would rather stay buried, literally and figuratively. Never stop questioning and never stop filming.
Lobby. You can go outside and film, but you can't film in here.
Who are you?
I'm the police chief.
And your name is. Can you stop pushing me?
No.
Yeah,
but you can't film in the lobby.
Okay, just don't put your hands on me again, okay?
I can, as long as I'm asking you to leave.
Okay, is there a law that says I can't film in the lobby?
You're not allowed to film in the lobby.
What's that law, sir?
Secure things behind the glass that you're not allowed to film.
What's that law, sir?
You're not allowed to film in the lobby.
And can I get your name just because you put your hands on me?
I'm Chief Kelly.
Okay, Chief Kelly?
Yep.
Yeah, so this is a publicly accessible area.
It is.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're not allowed to film in here, though.
What's the law?
Because you're not allowed to film because it's a secure facility. It's our property. It is public, but you're just not allowed to film in here.
But what's the law? Can you explain to me the law?
I can't tell you exactly the case law of it, but you're not allowed to.
So there's no law backing up what you're telling me?
I just can't tell you offhand. You're not, because when the DA says you can't film in the lobby because you can't film anything behind the glass, just don't film towards the glass.
Yeah, well, I'm not filming anything I'm not filming anything that's in a restricted area. This is a public lobby. If I came in here with secret sunglasses, nobody would know, right? It's reasonable.
Okay.
That's all. But just you shouldn't put your hands on people like that.
Well, we're the police, so I just touched the air and said you're not allowed to go in the lobby.
Yeah, no, you're trying to push me. Don't do that, please. I would appreciate if I did that to you, what would happen?
Well, no, if you just said, hey, how you doing? I'd be okay with that.
If I started pushing you, what would I do? What would happen?
Push you, though.
Yes, you did. Okay, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Thanks, Chief.
This is all filmed. We're filmed in here anyway.
Exactly. There's cameras here.
There's cameras here. So if you need
and they're
to
public record. And they're public record on the cameras.
You're not the guy on the TV. See you on YouTube's.
Who is that?
I forget the name. Are you this?
I don't know. I don't know about YouTube.
YouTube, sir.
Oh, that's great. That's good for transparency purposes.
Yeah.
That's good for. I don't want to answer any questions, sir.
Why not? I answered your questions.
What question did you answer?
My name.
Your name? My name's Sean.
What's your last name?
I'm not going to give you my last name. You're the public servant, sir.
I gave you my name.
So you're
not Carol. You're not going to give me your name.
You're the public. See, you're trying to.
You are not. I'm just asking you. See, you're doing exactly what you want us not to do.
But sir, I told you my first name.
And I told you my name. My name's Michael Kelly.
Okay.
And I just asked you your name.
But
you
sir,
don't have to tell me.
Yeah, that's your policy here to disclose your
If
name.
you don't feel like you're doing something, you don't want to say it, or you just feel
No, I don't give everybody my full name. I just don't like police officers that push me. That's the only type of police.
I don't like people that make things up either. So.
That's the only type of police I don't like that push me.
People that make things up.
Well, every other police officer is okay. Just the ones that push me are no good.
I don't like the people that make things up. Everybody else is okay, but not the liars.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I don't give my first and last name to everybody I come in contact with. So I told you my first name's Sean. I'm an independent journalist.
Okay.
I'm just working on a story. I was just over
I was just asking. I was just saying to you nicely. Because what happens is, from the district attorney, because we have certain records back in here.
Yeah.
We said that. Can you film in the lobby?
Well, legally, there's case law that the onus would be on you to protect those records.
No, you can't film through the glass. This is public property, which we have standing with. Yeah. So if I tell somebody they're allowed to be in this lobby, I can ask them to leave. Yeah. And they have to leave. Because it's maybe public property, but we have standing. Do you understand? You know what standing is?
Standing to do what?
Standing
to kick anybody out?
Yes.
Whoever you want?
You have property, like you own Walmart.
But it's not your property.
It is. I have standing. So you're loyal? Did you go to law school?
No, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did the 6 months training.
What's my master's degree?
You did that. You did the 6 months training for the. You did the 6 months training that all police officers get, right?
Well, I did that too, and also 10 weeks in the FBI National Academy. I'll give you my whole record.
Cool. That's nice.
How about you? Where'd you go?
That's nice. I don't answer questions.
Gee, why are you scared?
No, not at all. If I was scared, I would have ran out of here the moment you started pushing me.
Like you have that smart, like that Oh yeah, I want to ask questions.
No, I just don't want.
I know you're filming,
It's my
that's fine.
right. Obviously,
I know
I'm
it's your
filming.
right.
Obviously, I'm filming. Yes, it's my right,
Okay.
and it's my right not to answer questions to law enforcement. Respectfully, I'm not being disrespectful to you in any way. I'm just telling you that.
Anyway, you're not.
No.
No, I didn't say you were.
Okay, great.
Good.
I don't know.
I didn't say you were. I just asked
You're
your
a
name
funny
as a
guy.
man, as a gentleman.
Yeah, and I
You're
told
not
you my
being-
name is Sean.
I didn't ask you your last name, but if you're afraid,
Do you tell your last name to everybody on the
I'm
street?
a police officer. If people I'm talking to, I do. Yeah. Just
Everybody
so
on the
you
street
know.
came up to you?
Am I everybody on the
So
street?
if somebody came
Am I
up to you and
everybody
started
on the
pushing you and
street?
said, "What's
Am
your
I
last
everybody on
name?"
the street?
I don't know who you are. Yeah,
Yes,
you're
you
the
do
chief.
know who I
You're
am.
the
Come
chief of
on,
police.
Sean, now you're
You're the
joking
chief of
around. Now
police.
you know you're
You're the chief of
messing around.
police,
Now
and you
you're
should respect
being
my
funny.
rights and honor your oath to
I
the
am.
Constitution. What private or confidential information are we gathering right now? Anyway, let's submit our FOIA request. Excuse me. Hi, how are you, sir? I would like to file a right to know request.
Number 43.
Nice to meet you, sir. My name is Sean.
Hey, how you doing, Sean?
Hey, I'm just wondering, is the Chief Kelly in
No,
today?
he's not, and he's actually out sick today.
Okay, so he's not in the office today. I just submitted a right to know request there,
Okay.
and I was just wondering about the signage here. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like
I can have somebody contact you later about that.
about
that's
the
okay.
prohibited
Yeah,
signage.
yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to get more information about it and see, you know,
want
who
me to
approved
take your number?
it. Yeah, you can take my contact info. You can take my
You have a
email.
card? Oh, okay.
You can take my email down.
Yeah, I'll have him get in contact with you in any effect.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, he's out sick.
That's unfortunate.
What's your email?
It's Long Island Audit at Gmail.
Audit.
Yep, Long Island Audit at gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
Correct, sir.
Okay.
So yeah, do you have any policy regarding this, or is it just like something
I
that
can
you
have
printed
them,
out?
like I said, I gotta have them email you back.
You're a supervisor though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So are you
I don't have any
familiar?
policy on it right now.
There's no like official policy of the West Norriton Police Department
No.
regarding the
I
prohibited.
know. I can go ahead and look it up. Our policy's pretty comprehensive and big.
Okay.
And I can let you know.
Okay.
Once I look, but
Right.
I haven't looked right now.
All right. Yeah, I was just wondering because it just looks like somebody created that on like a Word document and just put it on there.
Yeah.
So I just want to see if there was any official policy behind it or
right.
or if that
Yeah, I'll
was
let
the
you
case,
know.
or who approved it.
I can email you.
All right. Thanks, Sergeant.
All right.
I appreciate your time. Thank
All
you so
right, have a
much.
good one.
You too. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the sergeant there didn't stop us from recording. Neither did the gatekeeper at the window. But as you can see here, they do have a sign: video and audio recording prohibited, except when it comes to them, right? So the sergeant had no idea about, he just knew the sign existed. He didn't know about the policy. Let's go over to the town hall part. It's on the right side here. And let's see if we can get who authorized this unconstitutional policy. It's unfortunate that Chief Kelly wasn't here today. I would love to speak with him regarding that policy, when it was implemented, who gave him the authority to do it and supersede our constitutional rights. Hi, ma'am. How are you? I would just like to do a right to know request for the township.
A right to know request?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Here you are, ma'am. So I'm just requesting the no recording policy that's displayed inside of the police department. The official policy, just...
All right, they're gonna need your address, the street address. I don't know whether she'll email or send or what.
I would just prefer to email. I don't think a street address is required by statute. I left my email there, though.
you have a phone number on here? It's optional. but
Just email. It's fine, ma'am.
Contact you?
Just email is fine.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
In the end, this encounter serves as a reminder of how important it is to know and protect our rights. When public servants panic over something as simple as filming, it's not just about the camera. It's about their discomfort with transparency. As citizens, we must continue to hold our government accountable, demand transparency, and ensure our rights are respected. The lesson here? Stay informed, stand your ground, and always remember that your rights are not something to be feared. But as the truth begins to unravel, what we uncover is not just a story of power and concealment. It's a warning of what might be happening right under our noses. Stay tuned to learn about the horrific secrets still yet to be revealed. Imagine uncovering the shocking truth about a government facility that has been hiding something horrific. In this case, 215 dead bodies were discovered in unmarked graves behind a correctional facility in Jackson, Mississippi. But as this independent journalist starts filming in a public space, the response from the authorities is immediate and extreme, trying to block transparency at all costs. Why are they so desperate to avoid the camera? And what is being hidden from the public? This is a story about more than just a man with a camera. It's about a system trying to keep its darkest secrets buried.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. Everything's good.
What can I help you?
What's your position here at the village hall?
Well, I'm the treasurer.
Oh, the treasurer?
Yep.
No, I don't need any help.
Why, I guess, what's going on?
Nothing, I'm just taking some pictures and video of the building.
For what?
It doesn't matter, just taking pictures and videos of the building.
Is there anything that we can help with then?
Yeah, no problem. No. I'm just gonna walk around and take pictures and video of the building, that's all.
Is there a reason why?
Yeah, there is a reason, yeah.
Okay. Again, is there anything that I can help you with?
No. I don't need anything from the treasurer. No.
Okay. Is there anything that anybody else can help you with?
No, because I'm just taking pictures and videos of the building, that's all I'm doing here.
I guess why? What's the...
Well, I'm just taking pictures and video because I'm working on a story, and that's it, you know?
Working on a story for...
Yeah. I mean, I'm losing time working on my story by trying to explain it to you. I'm just taking...
You're not explaining anything.
But I'm telling you that I'm taking pictures and videos of the building. That's what that's explaining everything that I need to explain. In my opinion.
Okay. Unless you have a specific purpose to be in the building?
I do.
Okay.
Which would be the pictures and taking video.
You've repeated yourself numerous times on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the things about the world today is that we have to be careful of who's in here and who isn't.
Yeah.
All right? So you're not really giving us...
I'm pretty sure the world's always been dangerous, sir. And who are you?
I'm the deputy treasurer.
Deputy treasurer, okay. The world's always been dangerous, sir. It's not just today that the world just automatically got dangerous.
When things like this happen, it makes people feel a little uneasy.
Okay.
All right, so are you done with your videos?
No, not even close. I just got here.
Well, I think maybe we need to have a further discussion.
About
your purpose here taking videos inside the building.
I already told you that I'm taking pictures and videos, that I'm working on a story.
Yourself at this point.
Okay. What, the building inspector? Are they just going to they're going to close to the public?
They're not close to the public. They can be accessed.
I mean, it looks pretty close to the public to me.
Well, everybody's still available.
Why did somebody, what's this? Is there a fire?
Hey, you want to shut down off, please? Yeah, how do you do it? It's in the office? Yeah, I didn't say that. Can you just come on over here? We'll talk. I don't understand what you're doing. All right.
So it seems like they just hit the panic button here.
Come on in here, we'll talk.
Killing my ears.
Look, you come in here, it's not as loud. Right,
Who are you first?
Who are you?
No, I'm asking you who are you? You wanted to talk to me.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what you're doing.
So who are you?
I work here. My name is Scott.
Scott, in what capacity do you work for the town hall?
Call the police.
Okay, that's how you want to be.
Well, no, I'm trying to find out what you want to do.
You're not even telling me who you are or what capacity.
I don't have to tell you who you are, who I am.
You're a public employee, correct?
Yeah.
I'm a member of the public.
Okay.
It should be common courtesy to you to identify yourself to a member of the public.
Okay, my name is Scott Glenn. What's your name?
What's your position here so I know who I'm speaking with?
My name's Scott Glenn. Who are you? That's what you just asked me.
I'm not going to give you my name, no.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm not a public servant. I'm a member of the public. You understand?
I know, but I'm asking you what you're trying to do. What are you trying to accomplish? Do you need help with something?
No. Everybody always asks me that. I don't need help. I just taking pictures and videos. That's all I'm doing.
Well, we find that concerning.
For what purpose?
We don't know what you're doing.
Taking pictures and video.
Right.
Yeah.
For what purpose?
For my own personal purposes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of purposes?
Yeah. You guys are calling the cops. That's retarded. It's just.
Why is it retarded?
It's silly. It's silly.
Well, it's a safety issue.
A safety issue.
Right.
A man with a camera is a safety issue in a public building.
Well, as far as we're concerned, yes.
Okay. I mean, so what was that? What was that alarm? Did you guys trigger an alarm or something?
You're not telling us who you are. You're masked, and you're taking videos of a public building. In my eyes, that's a safety concern.
Okay, but all I know is your name is Scott, so I'm not gonna.
I said my full name.
Yeah, but I don't know what capacity you work for the village here.
I work for the village. That's all you need to know.
Okay, so I'm not gonna waste my time talking to you. At least I know he's the treasurer. He's the deputy treasurer. How you doing, sir?
How's it going?
Good.
Code enforcement with the village.
Code enforcement, great.
Yes. How's
great.
it going?
Can I get your name and badge?
You can have my badge number. It's right here.
I can't get your name?
No, I go by badge number. That's how we go by.
That you don't give out your name?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, that's fine. 160 is the badge.
160.
Code enforcement of Babylon.
Did you have a meeting up here?
No. Just walking around grabbing some pictures and video of the town hall.
Is there any reason why? Was there something happening? Because we have.
I mean, some alarm just went off. That's pretty.
We have a direct line. Like, did you have a problem?
No, I don't have.
He's been going around, if I remember right. This is the gentleman that's been going around videotaping public spaces and see where he can get into.
What? Not where I can get into. I know I can be here. It's not about where.
No, you can. You're fine. This is who he is.
Yeah.
This is what he's doing.
Do you have a meeting far as the building department?
What? I don't need a meeting to be in town hall. I wouldn't have talked to you, Scott. I wouldn't have talked to you. What was your name?
He didn't give
You already said it.
No, you said you were the treasurer. What was your name?
That's what I said before. It's the same name as.
So with the who runs this? Supervisor, right?
I'll be the supervisor. Yeah, sure.
No, but so would the supervisor be proud of you guys for not giving your name to a member of the public?
Why for giving my name twice? So it really isn't.
We're not here to answer your questions.
I'm not here to answer yours respectfully.
That's right.
All I'm trying.
If you want to have a dialogue, we'll have a dialogue. But if you don't want to give us anything, we don't have to give you anything.
But I already explained to you
what I'm doing. You explained your version of it. That's all.
Okay.
That's all. You're feel free to take pictures. Go back. Just go back to your office. It's fine. He's safe. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
There you go.
How are you today?
A little bit of education never hurt anybody.
Sure.
How you doing? Nice to
How are
meet you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Ray. I run code enforcement.
Great.
You're allowed to record in any public area.
Exactly.
What's your name?
I'm not going to give it.
Okay.
Not going
to. You don't have to.
Yeah.
That's fine. No problem.
Not going to give it. But yeah, no, that's all I'm doing. Just
Okay.
publicly accessible areas, recording, and making sure that you guys know that I have the capability to do that and have the right to do that.
Yep. We know
And
that. No
that's it.
problem at all.
You know, this gentleman, you got to work on your de-escalation skills or something. Talking to people as a public
That's fine.
employee with
I'll
the
take
public.
that.
Just work on it. That's all I'm telling you. Because I've been very respectful to you since I got here.
Not really, but okay.
Okay. I mean, that's why video doesn't lie, sir. But okay.
Okay.
I've been very respectful to you just because I didn't. You're taking it as a disrespect that I'm not telling you exactly why I'm here, which I don't need to do.
Okay.
So if you want to take that as a disrespect, then you can do that. But I'm just
It's fine.
exercising my rights. That's all I'm doing. You work for the public, so it's different.
I do, and I have to protect the public from people that come in that Seeing what they're for.
that are acting irrational or something like that. That's what I'm doing. Well, gentlemen, thank you.
Yep. You have a good day.
You too.
I had the alarm go off. What it was for. I thought it was a fire. I told you it was a fire with the alarm going off.
Yeah, that's fine.
You guys hit the panic button?
So that's our internal
Yeah.
system. If something's going on that our
You guys hit
people
a
don't
panic
like,
button?
they don't, we just had a drill on this yesterday, so that's why it's going on.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
it was a little test.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you know it works.
Yep. No, we wouldn't know.
There
it
you
works.
go. At least you know it works. Just in case somebody who was actually dangerous came in here and wanted to, and actually had the purpose of hurting somebody, you know, you guys came pretty quickly. So good job on you, man. First on the scene. There you go. You got a good code enforcement officer over here. There you go. All the different offices down here. Closed all the doors and everything. Hopefully that doesn't interrupt your business.
Just letting you know that we're taking classes over here. Right?
Yeah, shouldn't have pulled the alarm then. Right?
I didn't.
Okay. I'm sure that really interrupted the classes.
Hey, what's going on, sir?
Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
Hi, can I get your name and your badge
My
number?
name is Austin McDonald. Shield number 6967. And if you also need to have a business card in the car.
Okay, no, that's fine.
What's
Thank
your
you,
reason
McDonald.
for being here, sir?
Yeah, no, I'm just taking pictures and video of Village Hall here. That's all.
Okay, this is a government building. You have to have something to do with business.
I understand.
What do you
this
have
is-
to do here?
I understand this is a government building.
Okay, so you can't just be walking around the building.
I sure
You
can.
have to take care of any business, sir?
I'm conducting business right now. Yeah.
Okay, what do you have to do?
I told you I'm taking pictures and videos of the building.
Okay, you can't do that, sir.
All right. So
If you have like a parking ticket to take care of or some kind of business, we could do that, but you
Yeah.
can't just walk around a government building taking pictures.
Officer McDonald, I definitely can, and
you
I can, and I would like to speak to your supervisor.
He's on his way.
Great. So hopefully he can clarify things for you,
All right.
and because I 100% can walk around
can.
here.
And my supervisor's on the way, sir.
I'm glad. I'm glad he is, because I definitely can. This is a First Amendment protected activity.
Okay.
You took an oth to the Constitution of the United
absolutely,
States.
I uphold that, but you're
I hope
not allowed to
so.
be walking around this building.
I hope so. I hope at the end of this encounter you hold that, and I hope
Okay.
I hope you learned something
I'll
here
see
today.
where he is right now.
Great. You go do that. So your guys' policy is not to. You guys don't wear name. You guys don't wear like a
No, not names.
nameplates, just badge
You can
numbers.
look us up, you know.
Yeah, no, you're a public
Website,
employee.
my-
Yeah. No, it's not. I just like to see the different different policies that you guys put in place, because normally
Because
it's
we're
name.
not police officers, we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so we like to keep at least our names private.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean,
Just family safe. Also.
yeah, that's
We
fine.
deal with a lot of the same people continuously. The cops deal with different people every day. We deal with a lot of people.
Yeah. But just so you know, anybody who really wanted to do you harm or wanted to get your name, they could easily get it, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. If
Just-
they wanted to go through those lines.
Yeah. No, but I hear you. I hear you. So what type of class is going on in there?
It's a sexual harassment class.
Oh, sexual harassment class.
Workplace violence. We have to do it every year.
Oh, okay. Are the people in there public employees, like
Yeah.
for the village?
Everybody works for the village. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Between sanitation employees.
Oh, okay.
sanitation, yeah.
Gotcha. Understood.
Sir, you're gonna have to go downstairs, all right? You asked to speak to my supervisor. He's on his way, all right?
Yeah, I'll wait for him up here.
He's right here.
That's fine. Hey, Sarge, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
Sean Reyes, right?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Sergeant Sal Giganti.
So I would just real quick, Sergeant Giganti. Gigante. And badge number, I can't
1368.
see. 1368, thank you. So I just wanted you to just educate your officer here on public photography and the First Amendment, because according to him, you know, this is why I do this, to educate law enforcement and public officials that don't know our rights. So according to him, I'm not allowed to be in here filming.
It's a public place, you can film.
Uh-huh.
Okay, obviously they called us.
Yeah.
They're uncomfortable, but it is a public place, you can film.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. So just, I would appreciate if you just educated your officer here, so that way in the future, if something like this came up again, because it looked like he was ready to remove me.
I never said you couldn't film. I said you have to be conducting business in the building.
Well, I'm sure your sergeant will explain to you that filming and walking around is conducting business in a town, is in a village hall. That is conducting business, sir.
You consider that, okay?
I mean, that's what the law considers it.
Okay.
That's all I'm trying to tell you.
They're uncomfortable. They called 911. We're responding.
I'm not faulting you for responding. Mm-hmm.
Do what you want. You can film in here, but they're uncomfortable.
Yeah. Well, I'm not here to film anybody in particular, Sergeant. Okay. It's just the building. But I understand people get, you know, concerned, hit panic buttons, and you know. But I'm not here to cause any kinds of disturbance. I'm here to peacefully record and to educate. Look, he would have never known that filming in public is a thing, right?
I never said that was a crime.
Okay, but you kind of made it out to be like I couldn't be here.
I'm here. You can talk to me.
Okay, so no, but that's my only point, is that, you know, I want everybody to be up on the same page and everybody to know the public's rights, and I'm trying to bridge the gap between police and the public.
Okay.
So that way we can all work together and build a better future together.
You got it, Sean.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Take care.
Take care. Thank you, court enforcement. You guys are very, you know, I went to Southampton, and I dealt with the code enforcement over there at the town hall. Ooh, definitely a different, definitely the cops were there, the Southampton town police were there, and they were like, yeah, you can do whatever you want, and then the code enforcement just went on a trip trying to,
we understand.
Yeah.
We know where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's just,
no problem
you
at
know.
all.
There's a window to
Thank you, Sarge, for clearing it up. All right, guys. You guys, pretty small village hall here, so got all the pictures I needed.
No problem.
Thank you
Have a
so
good
much.
day, okay?
You too. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Take care.
You too. Stay safe, okay?
As we continue to fight for our rights, we must always remember that public officials are here to serve us, not control us. When they impose rules without backing them up with the law, it's crucial to push back. This situation serves as a powerful reminder that our freedoms must never be taken for granted. The lesson here? Stand firm in your rights, question authority when needed, and never let public servants forget who they work for. But what would you do if faced with such a situation? When power is abused and you're simply exercising your basic rights, would you stand your ground? In this video, you'll witness a tense situation where a citizen, just filming in a public space, faces government employees who fear transparency more than they should. This story is about more than just a camera. It's about a lack of understanding and responsibility in public service.
What I got going on? Yeah, I'll just taking some pictures and video of the facility here.
Why? You work with somebody? I don't want that camera on me.
Well, why'd you come up to the camera then?
What do you mean? Because this is private property, sir.
It's not private property. This is public property.
I'm not gonna argue with him.
Yeah,
He got people on recording and stuff. You might call the police up here because this is private property.
Can I get your name, ma'am?
No, sir.
Oh.
That's weird.
So you need to get off the property now.
This is not private property, ma'am.
So you need to get off the property.
I'm trying to see.
But I'm engaging in a constitutionally protected activity. I'm
we're not giving you the right to record us, sir. You're not supposed
You're
to
in public. You're in public, ma'am. And plus, you came. If you didn't want to be recorded, why would you come up to the camera?
I work here, sir. You don't work here. You just own this property for no apparent reason.
It's public property, ma'am.
Come get it locked up here. If you want to be up here, stay right.
I don't. Is that a threat? Is that a threat, ma'am?
Yeah, he's just trying to start something.
I'm not. You're the one that came up to me. I'm just taking some pictures and video. That's all I'm doing.
You can see the whole sign and say private property when you come in.
It does. It's not private property. Who pays? Who owns it, ma'am? Who owns it, ma'am? Who owns it, ma'am? You have no authority outside of those gates. I'm not an inmate, okay? Treat me with some respect. I've heard a lot about how you guys treat people on the inside. You're not gonna treat me like that. You're just a regular citizen.
That's assault.
Assault? It's assault to video record you? Excuse me? Go back to my country? Go back to my country, huh? Wow. You need to go back to yours too? Interesting. That's very racist. That's very racist. Wow. This is my country, so you know. And I'm exercising a constitutional right, just so you know. So right here we have pulling up the Holly Springs Police. Right here. Car number 6. How are you today, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
All right, what's going on?
Can I just get your name and badge number, please?
Officer Moss.
All right. And your badge number? 7.
Okay, now what you do?
Oh, I'm an independent journalist. I'm just taking some pictures and video.
Okay.
Yeah. And this correctional officer over here began to say racially motivated statements towards me to go back to my country and that this is private property.
This is private property.
How is it private property?
This belongs to the state.
The state is a government entity, sir. Can I ask for a supervisor, please? Because if you think that this is private property.
Right here.
Yes. How you doing, sir? Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Bradley.
Badge 5. Badge 5. How you doing? Sergeant Bradley?
Yeah.
Sergeant Bradley, nice to meet you. I was over here taking some pictures and video. I'm an independent journalist, just exercising my freedom of press right here. The correctional officers over here said this was private property. Again, any property that is funded by the government.
But out here is fine.
Any property that's funded by the government would be public property. It's public property. If you have a right to access it, like if somebody was going to go visit somebody, they would have a right to walk on this property, right? If you have a right to access it, no one's going behind the fence or anything like that. And again, the correctional officers inside began to escalate the situation, telling me I should go back to my country, that because I was recording them, it would be considered assault. Just a bunch of craziness, really. Bunch of craziness. That never happened, ma'am. It's on camera.
You got a vehicle around somewhere?
Oh, yeah, I have a vehicle somewhere. I just walked over here, though.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Major Rogers. I'm the supervisor in charge.
Wow, and she said to go back to my country in front of you, Major.
He said, actually, my central operator saw him around our vans, videotaping our vans, which is a breach of security. Now we don't know what he's done, if he's disabled our vans or has tampered with our vans or anything. So when I came out, I told him this was private property and he would have to leave. He began to argue and try to, get us to say things against, it's just private property. I advised him if he didn't leave, that we'd have to call the PD and have him taken out trespassing. Not only has he breached security with our vans, he's now breached security. He's got our tag numbers of our staff members that came in.
That's all public information now.
It's not public information.
When you're driving down the street, do you have your license plate blocked or is it open? This is secured would be the fence, ma'am. I did not go by the fence.
Called my warden.
Yeah, that's exactly where I am. No, the cars aren't private, sir. They're not private. You run tags all day. Are they private?
Tags all day.
But you're not an official.
It doesn't matter. They're public, ma'am. They're public.
Okay, my warden says if he doesn't leave our property, to have him locked up for trespassing.
Well, I'm not on your property, and plus this is public property. Yeah, but where am I now?
We're on our property.
Okay, but unless you have no trespassing signs, ma'am, you need to learn the law. Unless I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay. I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay. Free to leave, free to stay. This is a public easement, sir. This is a public right of way.
This is
wrong. You're wrong. You see those
Sir,
electric.
you're free to leave.
You see those electric poles there, ma'am? Those are public utilities, meaning that they're on public property, ma'am.
I say 3.4. They can't go physically.
Why don't you tell your warden how your correctional officer told me to go back to my country? You're okay with that, right, Major? No, I have freedom of speech. And she told me, no, that's what if somebody told you something like that? Something insensitive to your skin color. Well, how would you feel about it? Right? You wouldn't appreciate it very much. Listen, I'm not a police officer. I don't have to carry that burden of being told. And if somebody told you something racially motivated, I'm sure you wouldn't take too kindly to it, Sergeant.
I tell you, we get told a lot of stuff, but we deal with it. So it's our job.
Well, I didn't do anything but just confront her about it. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm just telling her that that's that's crazy. And I will be talking to the warden about her, her actions here today. That's insane.
You got the right to do that. But I don't know the process of doing
Yeah, you see the difference. They wouldn't be able to put these telephone poles over here if it were private property, because these are what's called public utilities. So they would have to work on them, right? That means they're public utilities. That means that line right there, that's all public property, because they wouldn't be able to work on it unless.
You have a good day now.
You too, Sergeant. You have a great day, Officer Moss.
All right, I'm good, my brother.
You too.
Please don't go on their ground.
I'm on publicly accessible property right now. You guys are a bunch of racists. Racists. I got freedom of speech. Please don't tell me what to say, officer. I don't want to argue with you, sir. Sir, I don't want to argue with you, but I have freedom of speech. Please. Please. I can say whatever I'd like, sir. This is why this is America, and this is a free country, and we have. I don't care, sir. Sir, I'm trying. Sir,
You want to get locked up for something. That's all we.
If you're gonna lock me up for freedom of speech, go ahead.
You can leave.
Do it.
You can leave.
Lock me up for freedom of speech. Please inform your officer that I have freedom of speech. I have freedom of speech. I could say way worse. They calling them racist, okay? But I'm choosing to be cordial. I could say way worse. I can call them what I really think, but I'm choosing not to use profanities. I'm calling them what they are. They're a bunch of racists. You're gonna be held accountable for this. You know that, right? I'll be speaking to the warden, and I'm sure a whole bunch of other people will be too. Officer Moss over here trying to curtail my freedom of speech. Take care, Sergeant. You guys stay safe.
In a world where transparency is crucial for public trust, one police chief's actions seem to speak louder than his words. In this confrontation, an independent journalist simply exercising their First Amendment right to film in a public space is met with hostility and a new policy that clearly violates their rights. But what happens when a public servant refuses to respect the very rights they swore to protect? The story unfolds as we uncover the truth behind the policies and the power struggle for public transparency.